to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Michigan's offense will get first crack at it here. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense picks it up.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football, and you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able.
Touchdown, Fighting Illini. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. They'll leave it with him. Fighting off the defender. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through. first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Wants to fire on second down. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Michigan offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together. Oh, he's got some space. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. And the Wolverines, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Throws to the tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Wolverines are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on 2nd and goal.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Wolverines! Fitted in the window for the score.
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. We expected points. We've gotten some early, up 13-7 as they go back on the attack. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hawkins. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. We've had some early action here as they take over, trailing 13-7. Going with the ground game left. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. He's got him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
He finds a soft spot in the middle. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly. Working the middle. And what a throw to get it in there. They've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. Quarterback on the keep. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, the ground game. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. And the Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this run. Touchdown, Michigan! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes. It just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To throw, it's Newton. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he did it.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
hauls it in, looking for space. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down. It falls incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field to get things started back up. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down. The short return, but what a play to get the football back. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Dead center perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Oklahoma State is ahead early in Stillwater, but that's not exactly Barry Sanders or Thurman Thomas out there. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 13 over Arizona State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking down the middle. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs, and now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage, and you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long. Trying to convert through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. A first down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's third and goal and third and long. Into the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Illinois offense returns to the field. On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. I think given... And you got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting it back downhill, not going backwards.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the option. Runs through the tackle.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open.
Breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Fires to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to get it in. Touchdown Wolverines. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes the catch. It's Cook. No, he got loose. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking to pass. It's Newton. Lets it fly. Complete to the right. Lots of running room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Catch in the middle. It's Cook. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They bring him down, but not... He's able to pick up the first down. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And as we get deep in this first half, a first and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
The defense there has their backs against the wall. That's a great job of really just gearing down, getting some push up front, not giving away anything, and making that play and that tackle.
And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete. Third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Another incompletion on third down. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. And the try is no good. And they miss the opportunity to draw closer, still down by 5. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He fires one deep down the right side. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
Finds his man down the middle. They get him on the ground. Late in the half, they have the first down at the 41. The clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor.
We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys won it at halftime, and you riled yourselves up, and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Looking to throw, it's Newton. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Off play action on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Makes the grab. Turning it on. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. They'll run play action. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And that decision will question for a while. The run from the shotgun. Takes it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could
he lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's caught inside the 20. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the fourth play of the drive. Trying to slam in. Touchdown! He'll start this drive firing. Unloads to the wideout. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got a man. There he goes. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. A strike downfield. Touchdown Wolverine! And once he... And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the big fella. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. And the Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great and quarterback receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. So here comes the Michigan offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Johnson. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Here's the handoff. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. 3 tight ends in the formation on.
Scoreboard looks the way it does.
A shot toward the end zone. Another interception. That's his 4th. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
This one's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient, fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying play action. Under fire. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Michigan! And the stomping has... They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have